Yo, what's up guys, it's Kevin 711 HD coming to you for Modern Combat for gameplay on dog days using the Ufia PSD2. And the only reason why I decided to say its full name was just because I can and because I'm a boss. So yeah. Anyways guys, the topic of this commentary is just going to be about why, well not really why, but the main things that you need in order to be a professional MC5 player when the game comes out. Anyways, we all know that Modern Combat 5, no specific name yet for like the game, such as Modern Combat 4 Zero Hour. We don't really know what it's going to be called, but all we really know is just going to be it's Modern Combat 5. So anyways, we all know that pretty much Modern Combat 5 has been postponed, which basically means it's going to be released some other time than in Q4. So yeah. Anyways, guys, while we're waiting, I'm going to be in this video. I'm going to be discussing what you mainly need in order to be a pro at Modern Combat 5. Now, if you pretty much have been in the community, I guess around Modern Combat 3 the least, then you pretty much know that Modern Combat 5, well, not really Modern Combat 5, but any Modern Combat game is just mainly based off your device and your Wi-Fi speeds. Now, some people may disagree, some people may agree. Now, if you really look at it, at the moment, the best device to play Modern Combat 4 is the iPad 4, the iPad Air once it comes out, of course, and the iPhone 5 and the 5C along with the 5S. Now, the only reason those are the best devices to play Modern Combat 4 is just because those are currently the most up to date Apple devices out there right now. Now, here, let's take a look at this picture from the Apple conference on October 22nd. The first picture shows the GPU performance of all the iPads. Now, as you look on the top right corner where it says 72 times the graphics performance, that's only relating to the original iPad. It's only 72 times better than, the iPad Air is 72 times better than iPad 1 when it comes to the graphics performance, which is very a huge improvement if you really think about it. But what would really be like the term revolutionary is oh god. All right, but yeah, what would really be revolution is if that Apple like really made it 72 times the graphics performance than the iPad 4 version, which I guess we can probably expect that like in I guess like 4 years or 4 to 10 years from now. But yeah, as you can see, let's take a look at the iPad 2 and iPad 3. I have the iPad 3 myself, and as you can see, in my opinion, there wasn't really any improvement. All that is really different from the iPad 2 and iPad 3 is just that it's just mainly Retina display, and then that's it. The speed, they both use not really the exact same processor, but they just use both A5 processor, but the iPad 3 just has the A5X, which makes it a little bit faster. And here the gameplay is over, but don't worry, I have another gameplay. So yeah, if you take a look at the iPad 4 right here, you can tell that it's a bit faster than the iPad 3. And one thing that I just noticed is that they all grow pretty much at the same rate. Like if you see from the iPad 1 to the iPad 2 to the 3 to the 4, etc., you can see that pretty much I forgot what kind of graph this is. My math teacher would be highly disappointed. But yeah, you can see that they mainly just grow at the same point, like the same rate, which kind of can be considered as a linear, or is it? I think it's linear. Wait, not linear. I think it's a slope. Well, the same slope that it grows at like the same rate and stuff. So it's definitely not. I think it's a linear. I don't know. Any of you math guys out there, please let me know, because I haven't like I am taking math, but it's geometry But I don't really like geometry because it's just bad. I'm really bad at geometry. I prefer algebra, but yeah. Anyways, I'm going off topic, but let's just get right back into it. You can see that they're all pretty much going at the same rate, which I guess is good. But yeah. And now that I actually think about it, I think that is the definition of slope, growing, increasing at the same rate and stuff. So yeah. Anyways, let's take here a look at the CPU performance of all the iPads. And as I was saying before, if you look at the iPad 2 and the iPad 3, you can pretty much see that there is really not much of a difference. So yeah, I guess I was correct. And indeed, I do feel like a dumbass for wanting the iPad 3 back when it released, because if you look from the iPad 3 to the iPad 4, that is just a huge improvement. Like, holy shit. And if you actually seen the Geek benchmark scores between the iPad 3 and the iPad 4, it's just a huge improvement. And yeah, like, seriously guys, device really does matter. And here, let's just make an example. Like, I do actually have an example. I'm not just going to be showing charts and stuff. I'm also going to be giving in real life, comparisons. Not really in real life comparison, in real life connections to this. And here, I kind of froze back then. Right here between the gameplay, I kind of froze, which kind of really happens a lot to me. So yeah. Anyways, guys, one of my friends named Lauren Max, he recently got an iPad 4, and about, I think it was a week ago or sometime. I forgot, but who cares? He got an iPad 4, and it was like, yo, who wants to play a song and blah blah blah. And I was like, sure, I'll play. So then at first I was like, we played, and he just totally owned me, and then he actually told me he had an iPad 4. So then I was like, oh, that's cool. At first I thought it was just my Wi-Fi, because like in my room, here are my Wi-Fi speeds in my room, just in case you are curious. And just looking at it, you can pretty much tell that I do not have the best connection whatsoever. But actually, here are my Wi-Fi speeds when I'm closer to my Wi-Fi, which is a lot way better. And I actually perform way better when I closer to my routers. So therefore, I do get a lot of compliments saying that, wow, you're really beast, you're pro, etc, etc. So yeah, as I was saying, that really proves my point that Wi-Fi and device really does matter when it comes to modern combat. For it does matter a lot. And I'm not saying that in order to like be a beast, you don't need to have like good aim at all. Like, you do need to have good aim, but you know having like a good Wi-Fi, and also a good device, preferably up to date device, no longer than at least a year old, will kind of give you an advantage, a huge advantage over others, like others with low devices. So yeah. Also in conclusion, I believe my points about Wi-Fi and device are better because I provided charts to my claims. And yeah. So anyways, if you guys have any disagreements that you may have between my points that I made in this video, please make sure you comment them down below, and I will acknowledge them and also give back my opinions of what I think about what you guys say. And also regarding the points that I made in this video, is just mainly why I am not going to be taking iOS gaming anymore competitively, because it just mainly relies on who has the better device, the better what's it called, Wi-Fi. And it does, once again, it does also rely on who has the better aim, but that's only not, it doesn't happen that often. So yeah. And I'm not just saying that a person who has never played Modern Combat will be absolutely a beast with just the iPad Air. I'm just saying that it requires aim, but as long as your aim is at least average or decent, you can be mistaken as a pro if you do have one of the latest devices, such as the iPad Air or the iPhone 5s. And which, in conclusion, as I was saying, is why that I will not be taking it competitively anymore. I'm just going to be focused on console. I'm going to try to be getting the PS4 or the Xbox One, whichever I decide right now. I have no idea what I'm going to get. At first I wanted to get the PS4, but now I'm just totally confused. But I will get one of them, and I will, focus more on that. But I'll also be making iOS videos, so don't worry. I'll have MC5 videos as well. And for some of you who have been asking if I'm going to be doing Dead Trigger 2 gameplays, is the answer for you guys is that I'm not going to be doing it just because I don't have iOS 7 and it requires iOS 7. So yeah. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. If you please make sure you make some love to a like button. It really helps me out a ton. Share this video with your friends. Let's see what they think, and I will catch you guys later in the next video. Oh, hopefully. Oh, sorry about how incredibly long it was. That's what she said. Oh, but I don't think that she'll be sorry if it was long. Yeah, because size does matter. But I am. Yeah. All right. Peace. Goodbye. Oh, sorry for the. You know what? Who cares? You guys already know about it. Peace.